I just wanted to, that is a stereotype. Female masseuses can apply a lot of pressure.
We breaking that. Yeah.
I gotta open my horizon.
I've had women climb on top of me.
Okay,
and not in a masseuse type of way.
That would startle me.
I would pay the coffee price for that.
You're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast, and I hope you're liking it as much as I am. I'm just rolling on the ground with laughter. This is so much fun. Are you enjoying it like I am? That's good. That's good. Anyway, here's looking at you. Here's treats. Don't punch that button. I'm not through talking.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana. And on this show, we invite you to feel the libations.
Feel it, feel it.
This is a show where every opinion is welcome and nothing we present is groundbreaking or terribly exciting. It's just some filler for your life if you need it. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us. On this episode, we discuss Rachel's first experience at Disney Aulani Resort and Spa in Hawaii. And look, this isn't your typical polished practice Pixie Dust and Disney podcast. No way. We don't ride Guardians of the Galaxy every day because sometimes people rent it out as part of their wedding activities.
What? He just keeps doing what? Like, what?
Yep.
That's part of nuptials in Disney.
Recently, that some people rented it out as part of their wedding weekend, and so their private party had a chance to ride Guardians of the Galaxy.
I wonder what song they wrote
by
that
themselves. I don't know.
Don't know, but I'm sure there was a lot of green bridesmaids and groomsmen on that trip. But that's not what we're here to do. We're here to drink, talk some Disney, and tropic like it's hot.
Wow, yeah. I hope there weren't no people made of wood on that thing. But anyway, you listeners have the easy part. All you guys and girls have to do is to listen up to what we think up while we drink up.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Rachel.
And look, if you're thinking about visiting a major theme park in the near future like Disney or Universal, Rachel can help you book that. Booking with Rachel is one of the easiest ways to support this show. Also, you can leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and or review access our show. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode of the Magic Our Way podcast. Also, we want to thank our Patreon supporters, both past and present, for all they have done and continue to do for us. And real quick, before we get into it, I've been hearing rumors on social media that Emperor's New Groove coaster, it could be on the books. And I'm like, hey, this is great. We have the technology now to be able to do it. So why not go for it?
I would be okay with that, but I will believe it when I see it.
Exactly. I'm the same way.
I don't think that is ever going to happen. Yeah. That would be like watching them make something with Onward.
Right.
Or, any of those ever like niche properties that weren't a box office
but they were
success,
styles.
But people appreciate.
Yeah. I think a lot of this popped up because, tomorrow's like, we got to make Villains Land bigger.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Like, let's see, man. You've got a couple more weeks until you take office, so I'm curious to see what you do.
Everybody wants things as cool as their hair.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
What?
All right, y'all, look, enough of our jibber jabber. Let's hear about Rachel's experience over at Aulani. Welcome to The Hub, the big topic segment of our show. And as I mentioned in the intro, we are talking about Disney Aulani Resort and Spa that they have over there in Hawaii. Ooh. Aloha. Mahalo. Macadamia nuts.
Shaka cousin.
Yeah.
That's right. And so Rachel had the opportunity to stay over there. I think it was maybe about the week after Danny took his trips. The last couple of shows you've been listening to those trip reports. Definitely check those out because there's some great stories and you get to hear those experiences with festival arts and whatnot. So
I did listen.
You did?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I listened. I enjoyed hearing about your trip. Actually, one thing that I thought was interesting, and it'll connect to this. You know how people complained? I think you kind of mentioned it a little bit too, that the new tower at the Polynesian is not themed like the rest of the Polynesian. It's very like people say it's like a Marriott, you know?
It is.
Right.
So when we were at Aulani, my mom said to me, "Oh, everything feels really dated," was what she said. Huh. And I was like, well, that's interesting because this resort is like not that old, Mom. It's like, you know, I think a little over 10 years because they were celebrating the 10th anniversary, but I feel like they've been celebrating it for a while there.
As
so
they do.
Like, yeah, it's a little over 10 years old. The whole place, Mom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that old. And she's like, oh, I feel like everything's like kind of dark. Like all the amenities, like just the decorations in the room and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but that's like, it's Polynesian themed. Like, that's why it's immersive. Like, that's kind of the styling of the island, you know, like that's how she was, oh, I guess I'm just used to like modern hotels are so bright and, you know, anyway. And so it made me think like as a Disney person, I really appreciated the like sort of immersive theming and it feels very Hawaiian and has that Hawaiian styling. But my mom's reaction was it feels old. She's used to the Marriott thing, like people who go stay at that tower. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought like, all right, maybe that's why Disney World has been kind of making these sort of bland hotels because people think this is what's modern and they want the people who aren't, you know, plugged in all the time to Disney to say like, oh, this is a nice new modern hotel.
So does modern mean minimalistic? I suppose.
I guess maybe.
Bright.
Yeah.
That was a style of
As
art
opposed
back in
to
the day.
like dark wood paneling in the walls back in the day.
Okay.
I had a house with that.
There was like a lot of wood paneling in the rooms and the like the hallways and stuff too.
So it gave her flashbacks, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
It's like, oh, my 70s house.
She tripping out?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Shag carpet and orange colors and all kind of stuff. Yeah, wood paneling. That was a big thing.
Yeah. People are comfortable with what they're used to, you know?
No, that's interesting. Okay.
Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I
didn't realize
had a
it was
little
dark,
reflection moment.
Like,
yeah, you know, as Disney fans, we wanted the new Polynesian Tower to feel like the rest of the Polynesian resort. And here I am in the Polynesian at a resort that is themed to the place that it's in. And my mom is like, boy, I wish this felt like a Marriott. That's weird.
That is strange. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I'll turn it over to you. So where should we start with this non-Marriott Disney hotel in Hawaii?
I know. Yeah, let's start. So yeah, we went to Hawaii for a week. We only went to Oahu. Oahu is the island that Aulani is on. Aulani is in Ko'olina, which is on the like western side of the island, sort of.
So not near Honolulu is what you're saying.
Right. It's about a half an hour drive from Honolulu, depending on traffic. And yeah, so we were there on that island the whole time. A lot of people island hop when they go to Hawaii, and I think that sounds really fun, but we just did not have the time for that. We just spent every minute on Oahu.
I imagine that's not as easy as monorail hopping around to a different resort.
That's island hopping. Yeah.
You have to take flights in between the islands, but
flights, not boats.
Yeah,
flights?
no, not boats, flights.
Oh.
But my understanding is that the inter-island flights are pretty reasonable in terms of prices. I didn't look at them because we didn't do it. But
it's like commuter flights. Yeah.
Well, how long? Yeah. Like, say, for from island to island, about how long of a flight would that be?
I think it depends a lot on the island, but they can be hours, I think. It's big. It's a big area.
I can see that.
I never knew that.
I never thought of it like that either.
The Philippines is like that when I first visited family because we're a bunch of islands too.
Okay.
And so like from the main airport, it took like maybe an hour and a half just to fly down south.
Oh, like you see those movies like The Rundown, and somebody got like some roughed up plane that just kind of gets from place to place, barely making it. That's what
like an Indiana Jones plane.
Like Southwest flies in between.
You get a map with some red dots, so you can see where you're going.
Just getting there.
Da, 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 da.
We're gonna make it.
Okay,
yeah,
so you're in Oahu.
a couple of hours.
Wow, that says a lot.
That's how expansive that I guess that state is, and you just never realize it.
I mean, it's like an hour and a half just to get from here to Florida.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're talking about the difference between Louisiana and Orlando. And then
now I'm looking it up, Danny. Like, what is how
long would it take us to drive from Oahu to Maui?
Oh, wow.
Or the Big Island to the
like we have the Causeway Bridge here connecting us to the North Shore. Like I'm wondering, like
we're very modern.
Yeah, why not
we
bridges?
try.
Bridges.
What about that bridge thing?
Yeah. So the two furthest, airports in Hawaii from each other is a little over 250 miles, like 260-ish miles. And that is LIH Airport, Lihue, and Kona Airport, KOA. I looked at some flights in between, and if you fly nonstop, it's about an hour. But most flights have a layover in Honolulu. So most of them are between 2.5 and 3 hours to get between the two furthest points.
To Lihue, though.
From Lihue to
And Ladui and
Kona.
Lului is how long?
Yeah, I know. And I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. There's a lot of vowels in that language. It's a lot of vowels.
Sounds fun to say, though.
Okay.
I like hearing it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, speaking of that though, like we would be driving on the highway and they would have highway signs for towns that we were near, and just like trying to everybody in the car would be like wala la hua. We were like trying
Watagusaya.
just trying to like, because the words are all spelled so beautifully and we're like trying to figure out how to pronounce them, but they all have like 4 to 6 syllables and it's a lot of vowels. And so you got to like really read it a few times and think about it.
It's Kalapupuwalakai.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know what you said, but it sounded great.
So
Thank you.
It's
We did a lot of that.
La la la.
a lot of layers.
Like a high man, honey ho.
A lot of layers.
A lot of layers.
Yeah. So our flight though was a lot longer than 2 hours.
Oh, from where you were. Okay.
Yeah, we went Boston to Honolulu. So we did it
Straight?
on the way- No, we did not do it straight.
I was gonna
but
say.
damn.
Boston to Honolulu straight is 12 hours
Yeah.
Okay.
flying time. We did it in 2 6-hour legs on both ways. So
Okay.
on the way there, we did 6 hours to LA, and then we got off the plane and we got a nearby hotel, and we slept in the hotel. And then we woke up the next morning, went straight back to the airport, and 6 hours more from LA to Honolulu.
So while you were in LA, you were like, we could just go to Disneyland.
That's what I was waiting to hear. Like Rachel would
There's
have
a
been
train.
like, you know what? We're here. Screw it. We're going to Disneyland. And y'all are getting up early and we're going to Hawaii.
We can make it back.
Do it. Sleep on the plane.
The most time we had in between flights was about 14 hours, and we really needed to sleep.
Okay.
So there was not enough time to like book it the hour and a half down to Anaheim and whatever.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
But that's a
Yeah,
thought.
seriously.
That is a
It
thought.
was a thought. Well, and actually it would have been almost closed by the time we got there in the first leg. But
well.
yeah.
Still a party.
But yeah, we stayed at a Hyatt Regency, which was very close to LAX. If anybody needs a place to sleep when they fly into LAX, the Hyatt Regency was awesome. They had a super regular shuttle that was free. It came like we didn't wait more than 5 minutes for the shuttle either time.
Wow, that's better than Disney buses.
And then, and then getting right back to the airport on that shuttle the next morning was so easy. So I would stay there again for sure.
That's
It was a
smart
great
business
place.
practice on their part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a later?
It was
Stay with us.
so
Yeah.
convenient.
We got
so
you.
Convenient.
Yeah, we
And
got
the
you.
hotel was nice. My only complaint was they didn't have any free coffee in the morning. I mean, they had the Keurigs in your room, but they didn't have like when you go down to the lobby and you like pour.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
didn't have that.
All right.
They had a coffee shop where you could buy coffee, but they didn't have.
Well, that's just messed up, though.
Do you make a cutoff for this place? Or can you?
Oh, I could. Yes. So,
Okay, good.
most just like all major hotel brands all around the world, you can book with me, and we do a little bit. Does come back to the Magic Our Way podcast.
That's right.
So
RachelTheMagicWarrior.com. Don't forget.
that's right. So yes, you can. It's a Hyatt. So I book Hyatt's, Hilton's, Marriott's, IHG, lots of things.
Polynesian Island Tower.
Yeah, if you can sleep there, I can probably book it.
Now, that's the line right there.
She will leave the light on for you.
I tend to find that there are like two types of people in this world.
Yeah.
The type of people who make coffee in their room and the kind of people who go down to the lobby for coffee.
Yeah, I'm a lobby coffee girl.
I'm a lobby coffee guy.
Yeah, I guess I am a lobby coffee person.
I got to work on
Like
this coffee thing.
if push comes to shove, I will have it in the room. I've done that before, but usually because the lobby is really, really, really far away. Like if you stay at a Disney hotel and you've got a long walk to that lobby and you already know you're going there for the buses, I'll make the coffee in the room. But if I'm right by the lobby, give me the lobby coffee.
My thing is like, I don't know when the last time they cleaned that thing.
That's a good point.
So
too.
like whenever
I know.
if I'm staying for a week at any kind of Disney or hotel or resort, it's like, I'll clean it.
Especially when you find moisture in there already, you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm like, what is that moisture?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
all right, well, good. The Hyatt Regency by LAX.
Was a good
Great
place to stay.
shuttles. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's where you should do. And book with Rachel and
Yes.
she could do it.
Yes, totally. Unfortunately, on the in between the Boston to LA and then the LA to Honolulu, I don't know if anybody caught this, but there was a hot 6 hours where the federal government shut down TSA PreCheck. And I happened to be flying in that 6-hour window that they shut down TSA PreCheck. We found out when we were walking onto the shuttle in the morning, and it was fine. We got through just fine. But the panic of not knowing what that line was going to be like.
Yeah.
And we've had TSA PreCheck now over a decade. I haven't gone through regular security in a long time. So I was like, I don't even know. Do my liquids have to be in bags? What is the deal? I haven't done it in a decade. What?
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, you do a lot of traveling, so yeah.
Yeah, that's
I've
fair.
thought about doing that.
PreCheck's nice. I like it.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it?
We love TSA PreCheck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, wait, real quick before we move on, I maybe you said this before and I just didn't catch it. Was this your first trip to Hawaii?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We've never been to Hawaii before.
So that made the panic even more.
Heightened.
We're halfway there,
Yes.
and
Yes.
this is going down.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
and we're in LA. I'm not really. I mean, I fly into LA for Disneyland and to visit my sister, but I don't do it every year. So it's
Well,
it's
why
not.
would you
I'm
want
not
to?
super familiar with that airport. And sometimes when I fly into Disneyland, I fly into John Wayne or Long Beach.
That's
so
the better airport.
it is. I prefer that. So
SNA.
LA is not my favorite. Anyway, so it's very stressful. We got through just fine. I didn't need to be stressed, but I did pay $18 for 2 coffees when I got through security because I was like, I don't even care how much it costs. I need coffee so bad.
Wow.
$18 for 2 drip coffees.
From where? From
Just an airport cafe place. It wasn't like a Starbucks.
Airport
It was
Cafe, 18.
Yeah, it was like some no-name cafe at the airport. But
I think that's the name,
$18.
Airport Cafe.
Well-paid cafes.
As I
Probably
say,
what it is
welcome
now.
to California.
When the
Wow.
woman said $18, I almost fell over. But anyway,
Yeah.
so it's
Damn.
no, I didn't say a latte. I said a drip coffee. What are we doing?
So wait, was that one for you and one for Josh, or both?
Yeah,
For you?
one for me, one for
Okay.
Josh.
I bet you Josh was like, you couldn't just have the Keurig in the room, could you?
I know, seriously. Josh thinks it's black too. He doesn't put anything in it. Anyway,
Wait, was it good? Was it any good?
no, it was bad.
Oh,
no, it was bad coffee.
Okay, sorry.
I was,
moving on.
yeah, it was. You know what though?
That
It was
sucks.
better than nothing, which was the other alternative.
Worst
So-
$18 ever spent.
I'd be upset.
Oh.
Yeah, we weren't happy.
Joffrey's is better than this.
Yeah. Oh, totally better. Yeah. But yeah, so we get on the plane to Honolulu. We get to Honolulu. The rental car pickup was pretty easy. The rental car place is a little bit far from the terminal, so you got to walk. But
It hurts. Y'all do
we
the Hertz
figured
thing,
that out.
right?
We do the Hertz thing.
There
We're
you go.
Hertz fans. Yeah. So we liked that. I didn't notice until until we were dropping off the rental car, but they don't. Okay. So you know how in Hawaii they used to do the lays, put the lays on you.
I was going to
when
ask you if you
get
got
there?
laid. Yeah.
They don't do that
Oh.
anymore.
Really?
No, they don't do it. Not since COVID. You can hire people to come meet you and they'll do it if you pay for that.
No, man. You got to get delayed. You got to get laid
Yeah.
when you land on
I
Hawaii.
mean, that's
No,
always
they don't
great.
do it.
Oh,
Hawaii 5-0 lied to you, Kevin.
I know.
We missed it on the way, when we were arriving, but there was a place where they had 4 different stands of lays that people had made. And I assume you can go purchase those for a small price and they will do it there. I didn't see them on the way there. I would have stopped and done it that way.
$18 for 2.
I have no idea how much they cost. As we were returning the rental car, I was like, shoot, we never got flower lace. And they're right there outside the airport. We just totally missed it on the way here. So get your flower lace at the airport before you leave.
That is such a
Yeah.
tradition.
Yeah.
I loved
they don't
it.
do it anymore.
Yeah.
That's a shame, man.
Kind of recognize that. I mean, if
I've been to Hawaii a couple of times, and both times I got off the plane, there's people there just handing out lays, part of the Hawaiian cultural thing.
Well,
It's
I
the
mean,
greatest
they
thing.
COVID threw it off or something.
No, I'm pretty sure. it
Yeah,
did.
that's what they said. It was after
I
COVID.
guarantee
They
it.
don't do it
even
anymore.
Polynesian does that still, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they've made it an upcharge.
No.
I don't want to give them any ideas. Please don't.
Well, they do still do it. They do still do it.
So wait,
Okay.
when you got to Aulani, did you get any lays? Did they lay-
No.
Really?
What? This is a lay off.
That must be a
Just
face off. Lay
Yeah.
off.
lay
We
off.
did get one the next night because they had a DVC member event and they did them there. And then we got
Oh.
another one at the Luau.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh,
Glad you got
okay,
some
okay.
redemption.
So
I
lays
mean, those
exist.
were all kind of premium events. DVC costs a lot of money to get into that. So, we get the lay for that. And then the luau was also an extra added cost. So there was no complimentary lays in my Hawaiian experience.
They all cost. That's a shame.
Yeah, you had to pay a price.
That sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, you know, that's all right. I had a great trip.
Those are the breaks, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say if this was the bad news, then man, it's all
Yes,
and
that's
it's all
the bad
uphill.
news.
It's all gravy from
good.
here.
Yeah.
All right.
So then we went and we got some food at a noodle factory. Noodle factory is a strong word. It's Chunwa is the name of it. It's kind of a small chain.
Excuse me, bless you. What?
Wait,
Yeah, I know.
That's a
seriously.
stronger word. I ain't
Wait,
know what
we're
you just
on.
said.
We're at Aulani right now.
No, we're driving to Aulani from Honolulu.
Oh, so y'all picked up food on the way to Aulani?
Oh,
We got
okay.
food on the way to Aulani.
That's right, because y'all had a rental. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we had a rental car. There is a shuttle, but our rental car was cheaper than taking the shuttle both ways.
What?
And then we got to like drive around the island for the week. Which
Oh,
was
that's
great.
cool. How far of a drive?
From the airport to Aulani,
Yes.
it was about a half hour.
And y'all couldn't wait to get to the hotel, like to.
Well, I wanted to get these. Okay, we got steamed buns at this place. They're
Oh,
really
I love
good.
steam buns.
I love
Yeah, steamed buns. No steamed buns at Aulani, but there were steamed buns at this place.
Okay.
We got the char siu pork buns,
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
and they're really, really good.
Wait, so you just discovered this place driving, or you knew about this before you went?
I had done a little bit of research. Yeah.
Oh, what a good travel agent. Look at
that
that.
makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Aha.
I thought they just stopped on the side of the road as they were driving into Aulani.
Yeah, no, it's like a
No, I probably wouldn't have. This was like a strip mall, and it had some like questionable establishments at the strip mall. I probably would have been like, nah, pass.
It's like, hey, what do you think, honey? You want to go to What a Noodle Dog?
Hey, look, they all get hungry regardless of what they do. You got to eat.
It's like the Buc-ee's of bow buns.
Right.
We have to stop.
2 barbershops in this strip mall, and it was like not a big strip mall. I thought it was like 2 barbershops. That's a
Mighty
lot.
Sharp, one of them. So wait, you want to give him a quick shout out, just so you know? Just
Yeah, the place was called Chunwa Noodle Factory.
Chunwacom. All right.
Yeah, and it's a small chain around Oahu, so there's a few locations. We could have gone to different ones. but
Get
we
your
went to
steamed
this
buns there.
Yeah, get your
Chunwacom.
steamed buns. So we did that. We went to a little Korean grocery store. We got if anybody followed my Instagram, we got the weird corn ice cream at the Korean grocery
Oh,
store.
you sent us a
I
picture
saw
of this.
I did. Yeah, it was totally strange. It was like this wafer corn outside, and then the inside was filled with corn flavored ice cream that had chocolate chips in it and pieces of whole kernel corn.
I mean, I gotta give it to you. You guys are so adventurous when
I know, I
y'all
love
travel.
it. I love it.
Like I would not eat a thing until I got to a hotel property because I'd be afraid that I would eat something that would disagree with me
While driving.
while driving on the way to my ultimate destination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did it. And yeah, it's good. The kids actually found the corn ice cream. They were like, "This is too weird. We have to try it."
We have to
All
try
right,
it. 'Cause
let's do it.
There'd be a
So
new
we did.
destination with my stomach. You would want. It
Even
was
that
fine.
is impressive. The idea that kids are like, "Oh, there's something new, Mom and Dad. We must try it." My kid will not venture away from the safe.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Wow. That's true.
It's like
Yeah, they really
chicken
they liked
nugget.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
Chicken
oldest
nuggets,
will. My
Cokes.
youngest won't. My
Done.
youngers won't.
Well, that's again very adventurous mindset.
Yeah.
We get to Aulani. It's in Ko-Olina, which is its own little like kind of gated community.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get into Ko-Olina and there's a few resorts. It's like a resort community. But there's also a lot of like condos, a golf course. Like it's sort of a separate, it's public. Like when you go through the gate, you're not paying anything or you don't have to prove that you're staying there. But there is sort of like a different feeling when you drive into Ko-Olina. It's like, this is a separate place.
So what is the
Oh.
gate for then? Like, just what are they trying to establish?
Welcome. I'm not sure.
To let
be
you
honest.
know.
Oh,
Let you know where you
watch
can.
Like it is the
Yeah.
entrance of the Ko-Olina. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
maybe that. Maybe it's as white resort guests. I think that we were not stopped or questioned in any way, and so we proceeded on. So I don't know what that gate is for, but
Hey, brother, you don't belong here, brother.
I don't know.
to test that theory.
Go back home, brother.
no bother, brother.
No
Yeah,
bother.
no.
No bother.
Let
I
me-
don't know,
Let me
but,
my family show up. Let's see what happens.
Oh, you probably own that place.
I do.
So yeah, so we went into this like gated Ko-Olina resort community. It's beautiful, but what I thought was cool about it was that you could see Aulani from far away. And it's so visibly different than the other resorts. The
Oh,
other
really?
resorts are like your Marriott, like kind of what my mom was saying, you know?
Sure.
But Aulani looks different. It looks Hawaiian. It looks like it's part of the space where it is, which I really love. It's a very Joe Rohde thing.
Oh.
I mean, it looks, it's a very Joe Rohde place. It feels like Animal Kingdom Lodge in some ways, but it was like if Animal Kingdom Lodge and the Polynesian Resort like got together and had a baby and made really tall tower babies. It's tall towers.
And for listeners who have not heard this before from Rachel, Joe Rohde is like her.
Yeah, my favorite imaginary.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So this is a real treat. For
This
her.
is
was
Mecca.
cool.
Fangirling on Joe Rohde. She'd
Cool to
love
be
it.
there. Yeah. So it was great. First impressions were excellent. We got right into our villa. We had a 1-bedroom villa. We put away our stuff, changed, and we went to the pool.
So what's in the one? So you got a king bed and you got the pull down Murphy or something, or I don't know if they have.
Yeah,
Murphy
so
over
it was a king bed in the master bedroom.
there. Okay.
And then it was one of those small pull down beds from under the TV, just like a kid size bed.
Yeah.
And then we had a pull out couch. So the kids
That's where your
each
kids did
slept.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
smart.
so now I feel like we're already at the pool. Now, when you walk in the lobby, do you feel like you're staying in a Disney resort?
Yes. And the cool part is like the entrance. So there's 2 spaces. When you first walk in, there was that like a porte cochere or something. There's
Yeah,
like a term
porte
for
cochere.
that,
Yeah,
like
the
a porte
carport,
cochere. Yeah.
basically.
When you first walk in, it's open air.
Mm-hmm.
And like just really, it's really cool. You feel like you're inside, but you're also still part of this Hawaiian landscape. That I posted a kind of a video of me looking around it. Just huge windows that look out into the ocean. Similar to like when you walk into the Polynesian, you used to be able to look through and see the castle.
Yeah.
Right. Like now, but at Aulani, it's very similar when you walk in, similar feeling, but you look out and see the ocean and the horizon
Nice.
Oh, nice.
right in front of you. Yeah. Really pretty.
If you look really close, there's Maui out there. Teeny tiny Maui. Teeny tiny Maui.
So there's that space, and then the actual like check-in lobby spaces to the right, and
That's cool.
it still felt like a Disney resort, but that was more of like a businessy place. Like it wasn't meant to be as beautiful and big, and you're supposed to like wait and sit down and whatever in that the first area,
Okay.
and then the check-in space is really just desks and a
Okay.
line.
Just typical hotel. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did they greet you?
How did they greet us? Boy, I'm trying to remember. I think we tried to just go to our room, but like always, the app didn't work to let us in. So we had to turn around and go to the desk and get keys.
Oh,
You mean to tell me Disney has tech problems?
It happens to us every time.
Say it
No.
ain't so.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're traveling with a big
So-
group or a biggish group, right?
Yes, it was me or my family of 4, my sister's family of 4, and my parents.
Oh, your sister joined. Oh, awesome.
Oh.
yeah.
Nice.
My sister and my parents shared a 2-bedroom villa, and then my family had a 1-bedroom.
Oh, that's
villa.
fun.
And a 2-bedroom? Wow, that's
Yeah.
close for comfort.
Well,
Okay.
so they had the 2 bedrooms have the master suite area,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which my parents took. And then they have the living room space with the full kitchen. And then it has like a standard hotel room. So 2 queen beds
Right.
in a
Okay.
separate room with a separate bathroom.
Okay.
And my sister's kids are 4 and 2. So
Oh, so you share
sharing
the bed,
a room
yeah.
with 2 queen beds when you have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old is not that big a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
So they
Gotcha.
so my parents slept in one bedroom, they slept in the other bedroom, and then the living room kitchen was kind of common space.
Oh, so they have full use of it. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah.
them.
All right, before we continue our journey through Aulani, we need to take a quick break to allow some space for the people that help keep the lights on here at the Magic Our Way podcast. When we return, we will discuss the Disney Aulani pool and spa experience and who likes their massages hard. We'll be right back.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
And we're back. Thanks again to our sponsors for supporting the show. Now let's jump back into the Disney Aulani Resort and Spa.
So then we went straight to the pool, and the pools at Aulani are incredible. Let's talk about the pools. There's so much.
Please.
So there's like a big pool, like your standard big pool, just like a 0 entry, nothing.
There's a little
you know.
pool. No.
Well, that's like, so there's like the main feature pool.
Okay.
Then there's a separate pool that we called the grotto pool.
Grotto.
Because
Y'all
had
called
this-
it.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it had this whole little area that looked like Ariel's grotto.
Oh.
Oh.
And that grotto area also had a hot tub.
Ooh.
So you could go like hot tub to
Ooh.
pool, hot tub to pool.
Ooh.
But then that same pool also was the infinity pool. So it looked out into the
Oh,
ocean.
nice.
Oh, that's
man.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It was
okay,
really
okay.
beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen those pictures. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
So that was awesome. And then there's an adults only pool.
There you
Adults
go.
only. There were 2 adults only hot tubs. And then,
Watch out.
As it should.
yes. So the big pool, the grotto pool, the adult pool. Then they had a gigantic lazy river. Like it took a full 10 minutes to
I
get
like
around
those.
the lazy river.
All right,
Oh, that's
now
me.
we talking. Wow.
Give me that and a drink and I'm good.
They had the tubes for you. You know, you get your tube and you just float around the lazy river. Then they had 2 big water slides. One was like a body slide that was, you know, all dark, all enclosed. And then the other water slide, you could do a tube from the lazy river, either a double or a single tube. And it went right into the lazy river. So you could take your tube up the water slide down the water slide in your tube, and then just go right around
into
the
the
lazy
flavor.
river.
Oh,
that's
sweet.
pretty chill.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down with that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I don't
very
like
cool.
the big. And you like, where am I? I'm drowning, and then you wake up.
That'd be
like,
a
yeah,
nice
all
little
that.
addition to Typhoon Lagoon. A little water
Oh, yeah,
slide.
you're
that-
right.
Boom, right into the
Even
lazy
better
river.
if
And
like
still chill.
if they incorporated like some cruise technology and then you didn't have to leave your tube. You could just go up the hill.
Go right up. Yeah, they,
And then
they didn't do that, but
That's
you
what
had
they
to
need to
find
do.
stairs.
We innovate. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
You never leave your tube. You're good.
How
That's
crowded
genius.
was the pool area?
I mean, it was busy. Well, they also had one other space. They also had your standard like kid play area that has like, you know, the stairs and the smaller water slides
dump
and the
tank
bridges
and
and
the-
the
yeah,
the thing
okay.
that tips
Stuff, yeah.
over
Like the
and
Mad
the water
Hatter thing.
guns. and-
What was the theme?
Yes, exactly. It was called the Menehune Bridge. So it was like Menehune
The
themed.
kids, yeah. Menehune's
Menehune
kid,
theme.
yeah.
The Menehunes are little
Creatures.
they're
and
kind of like
sprites.
leprechauns.
Yeah.
They're like Hawaiian leprechauns.
I like that.
Yeah.
Disney
Yeah, they're
versions
little
of little Hawaiian.
mythological creatures.
Okay.
And they like cause mischief.
And Disney has representations of the Menehune.
Yes, all over the resort, actually. So
Really?
you kind of spot them. They're sort of like hidden Mickeys a little bit. There's like
Oh, that's
hidden
cool.
Menehune.
Do they look
all
like the
over.
Kakamora?
Kakamora?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. What do they
A
look
little
like?
bit. They have like arms and legs. They kind of look like the Kakamora. They're not coconuts though, but they have like they're humanoid. They have arms and legs. They kind of look like leprechauns, like Hawaiian leprechauns.
Ooh, that's
That's
vision.
cool. Yeah, because it's part of like
Close
Hawaiian
though.
culture.
Real
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, but
that's the
like, I
thing,
mean,
yeah.
it's hard to picture a Hawaiian leprechaun because I'm picturing the big belt buckle, the hat. Like, I don't.
Well, and it's St. Patty's Day coming around the corner.
Well, I would imagine they would have to go T, but it would be like a lot.
Well, there's no
cooler looking.
facial hair. Yeah,
No?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get you a picture.
No,
Yeah.
take it. Yeah,
they have
take your
lovely
time.
locks.
I can look it up
Yeah.
real quick. But I mean, like, so is there any Moana representation whatsoever?
There is some. So they had like her boat as like scenery on the lazy river, and she does a meet and greet there.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Does Maui show up too?
No Maui.
No Maui.
No
Oh.
Maui. Man.
No Maui.
Damn.
But
Maui get no love in Maui.
Well, maybe Maui's on Maui.
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, maybe it's,
But Aulani's not on Maui.
Maui is an actual Hawaiian god. Or,
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And so he's depicted on one of the towers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it might be
he's
a
there.
There's
little
like a mural of him lassoing the sun.
But he might be a little more revered, I guess, might be the thing as opposed to having
sure,
a
yeah.
Disney representation.
There's a spiritual thing over there.
Yeah, I get that.
I got it.
I'm going to show you the Menehune right there.
Okay, so I'm looking for like a Disney-fied version of this. This seems like it's a little bit more traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were more traditional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like,
I was gonna say it looks like a monkey.
I was going to say,
on
some, they had the statue looking, but the other ones, the caricature ones, they look like Smurfs.
Yeah, they do look like
Yeah, a little
Smurfy.
bit like
yeah.
Smurfs.
Like if
Yeah.
Papa Smurf shaved his beard,
Yeah.
and got a tan, that's what he'd be like.
That sounds like a Joe Radio thing to incorporate that, I bet.
What,
So,
Smurfs?
A little local, well, yeah.
Yeah, these are
Like
these are
local
what they
Smurf looking
look
thing.
like around the resort.
Okay,
so I like
gotcha.
that.
So
Yeah.
they're just like little wooden. Yeah.
Acts of mischief.
Sprites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sprite. Yeah, Sprite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
pretty
good
cool.
word for it. Yeah.
Still good
So-
woodwork.
That's cool.
The Menehune. And
Menehune.
they had a whole interactive scavenger hunt to go find them too. And it was one of those ones like, remember the World Showcase one they used to have, the Agent Peas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like that. So they gave you an iPad and you went around and it like made things come to life and
Nice.
things that
Oh, see, that's cool.
my kids loved it. Sam did it twice.
I would do that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was a blast. And so that was the kids' water play area, was the Menehune Bridge. You asked me how busy the pool area was. The pool area was busy. You had to, kind of be on your game, get out there a little bit early to get, if you wanted to have 6 chairs all together in the shade, you were going to have to do that like right at 8:00 in the morning.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So wait, let's clarify. When did you travel down there? Like what time of year?
It was end of last week of February.
Last week of February
into
okay.
March.
So this was after President's Week, and it was
After
busy.
President's
Okay,
Week.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I got to get a piece of that infinity pool action. So
I know.
I'm with you.
I want some of that lazy
Rachel.
river action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there
Yeah.
a pool bar that stood out?
Ooh.
There were a number of pool bars.
Ooh, numbers.
I like
Yeah,
that.
and you could order. It's a Disney resort, so there's like servers coming around and getting your order while you're in your chair, and they bring the drink to your chair. They had a bar called Off the Hook, and that one had a lot of different drinks. I had a margarita there. We had a Mai Tai there. We also got the kids got pina coladas, like virgin pina coladas.
Cocktails, yeah.
I like that. That's good
Like
stuff.
the frozen ones, right? And usually those things are garbage. Like I don't really enjoy them. I had a sip of my kids and it was so good. It was like creamy and nutty and not super sweet. And so I ended up getting pina colada with dark rum later in the week for myself, which I never ordered. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It was like the best. I loved it. He was like, do you want a double shot for $4 more? And I was like, absolutely. Why would I not? Yeah, I do.
I'll have to let my mom know that one.
Yeah,
she
really.
loves the frozen pina coladas.
Oh my gosh. They were great. The bars though had all the same menu. It was kind of like when, how Disney has the menu that's in like the water park. And then you can also get that at a lot of the pool bars.
So you had Banana Cabana.
Well, it wasn't that same menu, but it was similar to that in the sense that all the pool bars had the same menu.
Oh,
so they had a base bunch of
it was like a base menu. And then you
do.
could order whatever you wanted to.
Lapu Lapus?
It was a full bar.
Oh, Lapu Lapus.
Any Lapu Lapus?
Yeah. Not on the menu, but I'm sure you could have asked for one and they would have made you.
I'm sure they would have known.
Yeah.
Any drink in a pineapple. Like, did you?
I did not see anyone with a drink and a pineapple, Danny. I'm going to be honest. I didn't see anybody.
They might have been like, oh, it's so cliche. We're not doing this.
We don't do that here.
Nah.
We're too authentic.
Even though we had grow the best pineapples ever.
Yes,
man, that
what
would have
about
sold
the
it.
Taurus?
Yeah, I know, right?
That would have sold it.
They have the beach too. So the whole thing is in like a cove, a little sort of protected space. So kind of like Castaway Cay, there's not like huge waves at the beach, which my son was really bummed about because he wanted to do like boogie boarding and not surfing, but just like
boogie boarding, body surfing, or
body surfing,
yeah,
a little
that
bit.
kind of stuff. Close to the
But
shore.
it's really great if you've got younger kids because it's not like a rough water.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the beach and the Pacific.
Very similar to Castaway Cay.
Okay.
So that's is it just this time of year, or is that just normal? That it's just
It's
not
normal
wave?
for there because they have the like breakers, like
the breakwater,
rock.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
It's normal for there.
But if you went beyond, like Moana did, you're in for an adventure. Yes.
Well, it depends on how far you'll go.
That's it.
That's right. Exactly.
Yes. We got a cabana one day.
Ooh,
Wow.
you Lisa Mundy did.
Yes, my mom treated us to a 12-person, the Kamaka cabanas.
Nice, Mom.
And
Look
so
at Mama.
Yeah, we did that, and that was great. The cabana was awesome. It had a like sectional couch and TV and a ceiling fan,
Personal service?
fridge, service, a table, a big lounge like plush thing with a sunshade, and
Wait, you
chairs,
said
all that.
fridge, was it stocked and you could just have whatever
Was
for free?
stocked with water.
Oh, okay.
So water, and then like chips and pretzels, and then they also the cabana rental comes with a dessert platter, a fresh fruit platter, and a hummus platter. So we got those as part of
I'd be
like
down with that. I do like that.
Yeah, it was a nice day. And we brought down, my parents had gotten some groceries outside, like at a grocery store outside the resort. And so we brought down some of our groceries and had sandwiches. And then the stuff that came with the cabana it was great.
She had it all day. That's awesome.
That's a
All
nice
day.
layout.
Yeah. It was 9 to 6.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
People
I
were
like that.
jealous of y'all that day, I bet.
Yeah. It was pricey though, folks. It was $700.
For what? A cabana?
Yeah.
9 to
for the
6.
cabana.
So that's
For
9
12
hours.
people.
9
For
hours
12
for 12 people.
Dang.
So your mom and dad are clearly rich.
I don't know about that, but they are celebrating their retirement.
Oh, good for
Yeah, I was
them.
gonna say they were like,
Oh, well, good for them. I can see
I
that.
can see that. Yeah, it's hard to get all their family together that one shot. So they're like, we'll give you this one.
Yes.
And then
Yeah, that's a cool scenario setup that y'all had. That's great.
Yeah.
700.
I should be so lucky one day.
Pay $700. I'm like, we ain't going nowhere.
That's
outside
that's
this.
9 hours.
Yeah, we did like enjoy it the whole time.
That's
we were
it.
there.
That's 9
Yeah.
hours of cabana enjoyment.
Sure.
That's pure service.
It was right outside that grotto infinity kiddie pool.
Yeah.
And so the
Ooh.
kids had a blast. We hung
Good.
out there all day. It was really nice.
You had a
Boy.
good base camp outside. That's
I like
good. You didn't
that.
have to go all the way to the room.
Yeah, y'all made
Right.
some good
Yes.
memories.
That's
Yeah.
Making memories.
That's some good
Yeah.
visualization.
I visited the spa.
Yeah.
all right. There we go. There
All
we
day.
go.
You got to find
Just
massage.
you?
Just me.
She was stressed. She was
Yeah.
planning all this stuff. She had to deal
Oh,
with
she was
the $18
Yes.
for the coffee.
Ate
This
the
girl went through
coffee.
things.
Joffrey.
This was
Yes.
my 40th birthday gift to myself.
Oh, very nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
You
was-
deserved it.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I
Yeah.
went to the spa alone and I got a massage. It was great.
What kind?
It was called a Lomi Lomi massage.
Oh, with
they
the
used
stones?
hot stones and
Yeah.
sticks.
Oh, they
Yeah.
pounded. Oh,
Wait,
that's
they
good
beat you
stuff.
with a stick? What?
No.
Yeah.
No, they
use
warm
hot
the
More like-
stones. Yeah, warm stones
Yeah.
is nice.
And they need you
Yes,
with these
like
sticks.
bread.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Y'all were doing this. She was like this. Like, oh man, that's a lot. Okay, that's
There
nice.
was a little bit of
Maybe
like
there was a
light.
little- yeah.
A little-
there was a little
bit of that.
yeah.
Flaying.
But I mean, think about it. How many times have you seen a massage and somebody goes to your back and goes "Do-do-do," like that?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Right.
exactly.
Same thing.
But a hand and a stick, that's assault. But
Guys,
okay.
this-
No, it's not like a switch. It's not a switch.
Oh, okay.
You're okay.
All right.
You sign a waiver, it's fine.
The spa was fantastic.
Fantastic. You get there an hour early. They check you in.
But you're supposed
And
to
then-
get there an hour early, or you
Yes,
just
you're
did?
supposed to get there an hour early.
Oh, no way.
That's
They
nice.
check
Okay.
you in, and then you get to use the hydrotherapy garden.
Oh,
Oh, now we're talking.
What
Okay.
is
So-
a hydrotherapy garden?
This
Thank
must
you.
be
Yeah.
like their version of the quiet room, like where you have like access to the facilities,
while that music
Yes.
plays.
like where you're not even doing them. Like you, once
Yes.
you get like a service, you have access to this throughout the entire day, right?
Well, it's not the whole day, I don't think. Maybe
They
I
do
could
that
have
on
come
the
back.
cruises where you have the showers and all that.
Yeah, well, it's similar to that. It's not for the whole day though, but it's like so you get an hour beforehand, and then I did feel like I could have lingered there,
Oh,
but I think once you leave, you're done.
Oh yeah.
okay.
But that's nice.
So you're in a towel at this point, or how does this work?
No,
Like,
so
you
you show
chilling.
up in your bathing suit.
you show up in you show up
Oh,
in
your
Yeah.
robe, whatever.
Show up in
yeah.
your bathing suit,
Okay.
and then you go out into the hydrotherapy garden, and they have like plunge pools. They have a cold pool. They have a bunch of hot tubs at all different temperatures. They have the showers kind of, but it's all outdoor. All the different showers with the different, like they're spraying you in all the different ways.
Okay.
They had a dry sauna and a steam sauna.
Damn.
So wait, so
And-
you're just casually sashay. I'm having trouble picturing
You
this.
got
Yeah.
multiple
I've never been.
choices of
Have you been on the
relaxation.
cruise? Because I'm picturing
Yeah.
the cruise where you kind of go.
It is kind of similar to the cruise, just much bigger.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Okay.
And,
Okay,
and
gotcha,
outdoors
gotcha.
as opposed to on a deck.
Yes.
Like, you know, this sounds magnificent.
I know this
It's
sounds
great.
great because I'm picturing like Gladiator, where you're going through like a field of wheat, but it's like hydrotherapy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This feels.
Was Russell Crowe there?
No Russell Crowe.
Oh, good.
He was in the sauna. Man, we missed
And they
that.
had this whole room with like plush loungers and snacks
Oh,
and
yeah.
different flavored waters, you know,
yes.
infused waters and
Oh.
tea and all of that
Ah.
and music. And then they had the other room that had the heated loungers with the massage.
Yeah.
The
And it
music,
was
I'm
so
sure.
great. The
Wow.
music.
Oh, that sounds.
Wait. The loungers were massaged. Like I'm picturing the
Oh, like
tile
the-
ones.
It's not the tile ones. They were more plush than that, and they were heated, and
Oh.
they would do the massage. It was like a massage chair.
I had Shatsu kind of stuff.
But like
Yeah.
the shaky ones, right? Like it hits
Yeah,
the
yeah, a
different
little
parts of your
shaky.
back. Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
2 words. Podcast trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spa was incredible. I would do it again. It was $200 for my massage, which I felt like was more than I typically pay at home. And I was like a little like, whoa, that's a lot of money. But you include this whole experience, I felt like it was worth it.
I
I
gotta
felt like
think,
I got my
yeah.
money's
Well,
worth.
I'd say
How long was your massage?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or-
Hour.
An hour.
$200 for an hour-long massage
Plus
on a
all-
vacation.
Plus all of that.
Plus the amenities.
Plus all
yeah. Plus all that.
Yeah. I have no problem with that.
No, I
Yeah.
think that's a good deal for
Yeah.
that
that.
is 100%. Like you'll pay that at the Ritz-Carlton.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Like
it
you
was,
pay
yeah.
more. You probably pay more at the Ritz for that.
No, I think that's a bargain actually on a vacation. Why are you the only one who did it?
Because it was a
I don't know.
birthday.
Because she's
I'm kind
40.
of the only
She can be
spa
40.
person in my family.
Really?
Nobody else does a spa.
You and
Josh
Josh have never done a couples massage?
Josh has never been in a spa.
Josh is not down with that?
Never. I don't know that he's not down with it. He's just not interested. I don't know.
Maybe
I'm
you
not
should
forcing him.
ask.
I like my me time.
I'm gonna say I'm with Rachel on this one. Like, if you try not to mess up your feng shui, you just like, hey, look, if you cool with that, when you do it over
You got
there,
the kids.
I'm gonna do this
I'm
over
gonna do this over here.
I'm good with that too, but like a couples massage.
We gotta take it. We've never. So
That would be
we
nice,
had our
but-
first child at 25, and we didn't have money before that. So we've never traveled without our kids. I think when we travel without kids, we will do like spa stuff together.
Yeah, like when y'all come to
Okay.
New Orleans, there you
But,
go,
like,
Danny. That's
yes,
what we do.
yeah, maybe we'll do a spa in New Orleans. You have to give us a good.
I've got a lot of suggestions.
Danny's got
Okay.
that.
It ain't the
unlocked.
same
That's
as being
good.
in
Yeah, we got
Hawaii, but yeah.
So, but that spa was incredible, and they come find you, which I was like, "How are you going to find me?" Yeah, they just look around. They just walk around and they come find you.
You look like Rachel.
15 minutes before your service, and they say you have 15 minutes. You should go change into your robe. And so then I went into the locker room and I used the bathroom and I, brushed because I was wet now from all the hot tubs and the plunge pool and everything. And so I brushed my hair out a little bit, and they had like all the things you would need, like hairbrushes and Q-tips, all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then you go and you put on your robe and your little slidey flip-flops, and then you go wait in the heated chair until your masseuse is ready.
That was like old school senses,
Why,
right?
why do you need Q-tips?
I don't, because you get water in your ears.
You want to clear out your ear. You want all
okay.
the senses working.
Oh, I got you.
I feel you.
Also, like that's a code for like if you want to take off your bathing suit and go in there naked, but put on a robe, do that now.
Yes,
Otherwise,
yes.
you're going in there in a bathing suit, and not for nothing. If certain massage places, good massage places, do your glutes, and you can't have a bathing suit on for doing the glutes. And but the glutes are very important.
Oh, they're extremely important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what glute mean, well, it's a Disney podcast. Google search it. But
Nice one. Yes.
it is
It's a
definitely
base of support.
necessary.
Yeah, it's your
because-
support base.
Oh my God, that's
You need it.
yes. So
that's
FYI, that's kind of code if you're wearing a bathing suit to not touch the glutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they touch your glutes?
I wore my bathing suit.
So they didn't touch your glutes.
I was not.
I would even like this might be a TMI thing, but whatever. I really prefer having male masseuses, and it's solely because I really want a hard massage. You know what I mean? Like
No argument. No, we totally get that.
Oh, I totally prefer
respect
having
your
a female masseuse.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with that. Although I've had female masseuses.
But like I want it to be like,
Yeah.
like I want it to hurt a little. Like
Look, this your vacation. It was your birthday, girl. It's your birthday. Do what you
know what?
need to do. Do what you need to do.
As a female, you can do better than that because there's nothing a man can do that a woman can't do.
Hey, look, me personally, as a single guy, I like the female
It's just
massage,
like
but-
every time I've had a female masseuse, they've been wonderful massages and they've done a very nice job. But I just I need you to push a little harder.
No, I feel that. No,
you
I
need to meet
respect
So
someone.
No, that
I got
makes sense.
too much shoulder stress. Like I need you to up
dig
a
in
little
there.
harder.
There was I went to Savannah and there was a masseuse there, and I did a deep tissue massage, and she was like, yeah, you want light, heavy, medium, hard. I was like, man, hard tissue. I went to deep tissue massage. And that woman had me hurting afterwards. And the next day, like we went in for some kind of procedure, and they're like, you was like, no. I went in last time and so, and they're like, oh, we call her the pain maker.
The pain maker.
I need her information.
She should have been wrestling for the WWE.
I was gonna say that's the best wrestling name ever.
No, man. Female masseuses can, man,
yeah.
they are really, really, they know how to use an elbow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They
never
know
mind.
the pressure point.
Well, anyway,
I'm going to hijack
It's
this.
part of why I
but-
wore my swimsuit. So.
But it was your birthday. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's, you're 40.
You do what you got to do.
You do what you got to do, girl.
Yeah.
So now, is that like an understanding between you and Josh? Like, look, Rachel, if you're going to request a male masseuse, at least wear a swimsuit.
Oh no, that's just my preference.
That's your swimsuit. Oh,
No-
yeah.
no
he
glutes
lets
for her.
me.
It's a preference.
He's the spa thing is my thing. He's like, go enjoy yourself. Like it's fine.
See, that's what I'm talking
You see,
about.
no,
I
I
don't
would
know.
have,
Drummer bodies need
I
a
respect
spa
that.
treatment too.
But I'm single, so like I don't have that argument with a.
I'm just saying, like, like my wife does that too. Like, oh, I don't care, male, female, it's all good for me. And I'm like, no, I've got a definitive
No, I
opinion on
would
this.
need a female.
Yeah, I need a female masseuse, and it's not because like, okay, men can get in there. I've had male masseuses, I've had female masseuses. I've noticed zero different.
Yeah.
I just prefer the female masseuse because actually I prefer their customer service.
I just want the whole
They're just
relaxation
nicer.
experience. So that's your escapism in that sense of the spa.
I loved it.
And like, yeah, they play the music and the person comes in and they, and then like you close your eyes. And when you close your eyes for that split second while the music is going, you're out.
Mm-hmm.
And this person's doing their thing and look,
Yeah, I'm just
in a nice way.
I just wanted to. That is a stereotype. Female masseuses can apply a lot of pressure.
We breaking
All right.
that. Yeah.
I gotta open my horizons.
I've had women climb on top of me.
Okay,
and not in a masseuse type of way.
That would startle me.
I would pay the coffee price for that.
And use a knee and a well-placed knee in your back.
That sounds great. That's what I need.
That was brilliant.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Oh my God. No, phenomenal.
So
it's all good either way.
Rachel, you've done like the Disney World spas and stuff, like Senses and all that kind of stuff, right?
I have not done the ones at Disney World. No, I have done the cruise. And I did the one at Grand Californian.
So what do you think about this versus those?
This was the best. Hydrotherapy garden and the sauna rooms and the lounge chair area. Oh my gosh. It was also bigger than all of those too.
Sure.
It was very large.
The luxury being land based and not land.
They had like a little ceremony thing they did with you at the beginning too, like by yourself, which is very cool to like. It
was very zen-like or the candles?
Yeah, I don't want to give it. It's sort of a surprise thing, that they
do.
Is
it really?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No. That's okay. I just don't want to ruin it for anybody.
Yeah, no.
They do like a little,
tease it. Yeah.
Like you set your intentions for your massage. Like, what are you
like a singing bowl kind of toy?
Yeah, kind of like a little meditative. It's like a little meditative thing. I want to get.
You bang a gong, just bring.
I want to hear this Kevin.
There's no gongs involved. I can't.
No gongs involved. Okay.
No gongs involved.
No, but you feel like.
Yeah, it's just like setting your intentions, thinking about what you want to release during that. Like what are you letting go of, or what are you thinking about, or kind of that thing.
Yeah, how can we help relieve you on your vacation?
I want the knife.
please, but not on the massage.
Yeah.
No, dude.
So you would recommend for sure this place?
Yes, totally. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, good. That's
well, I'm doing that.
I'm glad you treated yourself for your birthday. I really do.
Too.
I love that.
It's great.
When was your birthday? Was your birthday passed already? Are you 40?
No, I'm going to be 40 at the end of this month.
Oh, okay. So we got some time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It was your birthday month, is what she said. That was my birthday month.
Yeah, she's just leading up.
Yeah, my birthday month. Mostly it's just this is when I had time off of work.
Seriously, like I could really talk to her about massages now for another 2 hours. But
we probably
on the
should do
interest
that.
of time, we probably need to get moving forward. But I've got so many thoughts to share.
Yeah, you touched a nerve with it.
We'll have to do a show on Disney massages. We'll just have to do that.
Yeah, that actually is a fun idea.
That would be a fun idea. Wait, so one last thing about the massage. When you're done, how do they release you back into the normalness?
So you go back into the locker room area. And so I spent a little bit more time in those heated chairs because that sounded great. And then you could like go take a full shower if you wanted to. Like they had a full shower facility, but I was just going back out to the pool with the kids. So I just put my bathing suit back on and left.
Oh, Rachel, bad etiquette. You gotta go to the shower because you gotta wash up. Take it from an expert. You gotta wash off the oil before you get into a pool.
There was no oil in this massage.
How did they?
Yeah, no. It was they had like lotion.
Okay, well then you gotta wash off the lotion.
You gotta wash off the lotion. I put on lotion regularly.
Well, she lives up north. She's probably dry as heck.
Yeah, my God, I use so much lotion. You can
soak
see
it up. It's like
the bottle of lotion.
Until you have an instantaneous pool. That's
like
what you want me to do.
Good job.
Bottles of lotion in my house.
The masseuse is like, God dang,
you messed up the pH balance of the pool. I'm telling you.
Dang it.
Maybe.
Good Lord.
I actually don't know if I went in the pool.
No,
all the fun spray.
But seriously, like no oil. Like I've never had
it's lotion.
All lotion. Wow. I don't.
People glide on the surface of the pool.
Danny, it's natural. It's natural juices and berries. At that point, we're in Hawaii. We're in Hawaii now.
Yes.
All right, they got that.
All right, let's move on to food.
Yes. Oh, I love food.
Let's fly back through all this. That way we can get back to the massage.
We'll do a massage show for sure.
Oh, God.
All right, we've been talking for a while, and this conversation is getting too good to rush through. So we're going to split this episode into 2 parts. So that's going to do it for today's show. Come back next episode where we continue our discussion of Rachel's first experience at the Disney Aulani Resort and Spa, beginning with all the eats, the food, my favorite part of any Disney experience. And of course, if you have any questions or would like to book an Aulani vacation, get in touch with us, and we're about to tell you how to do that in just a little bit.
Well, y'all, we hope you enjoyed our discussion about Disney Aulani over there in Hawaii. And look, if you want to learn more about us, the Magic Our Way Podcast, make sure you follow us on any social media platform. Also, if you want to get in touch with us to share your opinions or share any questions, you can do so through the following ways. First of all, shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com or call or send us a text message. Yes, I did say text us at 1-815-MOWEEKEND. That's 1-815-MOWEEKEND 669-4226. We also have a couple people do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli does great things with comics. What you got, sir?
Yes, sir. As always, take your time and visit the Ivory Comics website where you see all the work that I have. That work includes Project Geisha, Savages, and The Bali Be Damned. Also on the Ivory Comics website, you get blogs and interviews and a link to the Magic Our Way podcast. So you never miss a beat. You never miss an episode. You never miss a trip adventure. So yeah, take your time and check out the Ivory Comics website. On social media, Facebook, you can find me there, Eli H. Ivory, as long as you're a real person. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you're a bot, too tired to greet you. I don't even want to do it. I don't even have my credit report to tell you anymore, so just move on with that. Also on Facebook, there is a Project Geisha fan page. You check that out as well. On Instagram, EIV504 is where you can find me there. So you guys and gals, hearts and likes and all the good posts that you have to give. But of course, on X, you can also find me at Hancock10166. So yes, if you appreciate the madness, you're just bringing me the gladness. Thank you very much.
And if you want to book a vacation over to Disney Aulani or any of the Disney parks or Universal, whatever, Rachel can help you book that. Rachel, how can they do this?
I sure can. The best way to reach me is by email. My email is rachel@magicourway.com. You can also find me on social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at Our Family Magic. That's the letter R and the words Family Magic all smooshed together. And yeah, the best part, yes, smooshed. The best part about booking with me is that I can do as much or as little as you like, and it costs you nothing extra at all. And a little piece of the value of your vacation comes back to support this podcast and this fan community. I book lots of different things: Disney destinations, Aulani, Disney Cruise Line, Disneyland, Disney World, Adventures by Disney, but I also book Universal on both coasts. I also book Royal Caribbean, Virgin Voyages, like we were saying before, major hotel brands around the world. And so essentially, like I said before, if you can sleep there, I can probably book it. So please make sure to reach out. Again, I can help as much or as little as you like, and you're just supporting the podcast. We really appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Can you book Danny's couch, just out of curiosity?
I bet we could work that out.
I'll work out a good rate for you.
That's a good price, yeah.
All right, y'all, look, in addition, go to patreon.com/Magic Our Way to elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast. And another option that only costs a minute or so of your time is to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcast and or wherever you access our show, whether it is YouTube, Spotify, Podbean, etc. Any way which you can support the show is deeply appreciated. We also want to thank you for being a loyal listener, and we always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are welcome on the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So what do you say, Quaharini? My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
All right. Nachos are on plates.
And yar. Bye!
Whether you're into unsolved mysteries, solved mysteries, or creating your own mysteries, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.